Hello, today I will tell you about the definition of pronouns, its types, and their uses as they at different places. As the word itself showing its meaning, pro plus noun. Pro means on the place of, noun means naming words. So it means the words that we use in the place of noun is called pronouns. For example, I, we, you, they, whose, where, whom, who, myself, yourself, himself, and so on. There are so many examples of pronoun. Why do we use pronouns? Do you know it? We use them to avoid repetition, otherwise language would become very difficult. For example, if I write Radha is a good girl, Radha is beautiful, Radha helps her mother in the household work, just look here, again and again the use of Radha is looking awkward. In the first sentence, we have told that we are talking about Radha. So, in the rest of sentence, we will use she. She is, as Radha is a girl, we are using she. Clear? Now look here, Radha is a good girl, she is beautiful, she helps her mother in the household work. Now, we will study about the types of pronouns. The first one is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns denotes the person speaking, person spoken to, or the person, thing, or idea spoken about. Right here, I have an example for you. The sentence is, Rohit is a doctor. Rohit likes to cure people. If I use again Rohit, it doesn't look good. We have told that Rohit is the subject of the sentence and he is the noun. He is a noun. So, we are going to replace the noun Rohit in the second sentence with he. He likes to cure people. As we know we are talking about Rohit, we will use here he, and we are talking about Rohit now, and he is a doctor. Keeping this in mind, I am giving you the subjective and objective case of the pronouns. The words I, we, you, they, he, she, it, they all are the personal pronouns and we use them as the subject of the sentence. For example, my name is Rahul. I am 12. So here Rahul is the subject and we have used I for him in the second sentence. First person I and we is used who speaks. The second person you is used when the person spoken to. He, she, they, it are the third person. It's used for the person who is spoken about. In the objective pronouns, the word me, us, you, them, him, her, it, they all are also personal pronouns. We use them as the object of the verb. For example, my father drove us to a music class. Now here, my father drove us. The word us is your objective pronoun. Okay, we can't use here we. Like me, us, both are the first person speaks about. Okay, me is your singular and us is the plural. The second person, the person who is spoken to, we use yours for that. And theirs, his, hers is the third person who is spoken about. It is also, I'm going to tell you, please keep in this mind, it is also called as impersonal pronouns. And it is used for things without life. It. I'm talking about the pronoun it. It can be used for animals, for common gender like child, for statements or an emphasis. Clear? Next is our possessive pronouns. Mine, ours, yours. I become mine in possessive pronouns. We become ours. You, yours. They, theirs. He become his. She become hers in the personal pronouns. and they are used to talk about things belonging to people. Possessive pronouns convey the same meaning as possessive adjectives: my, your, our, her, his, it, and theirs. However, possessive adjectives are placed before the noun they refer to, and possessive pronouns are placed after the nouns they refer to. For example, the example of possessive adjective is this is my book. My is used before the noun. In possessive pronouns, we will write like this book is mine. So here mine is your possessive pronoun. Next is our reflexive pronouns. Reflexive shows that generally refers back to the subject of the sentence. Like if I use I, it becomes myself in reflexive pronoun. If we use we, it becomes ourselves. For example, giving an example, I made this cake myself. Here I is used as subject. It becomes myself in the end and becomes your object of the sentence. Kanika has hurt herself. Here Kanika is the subject. As she is a girl, we make it herself. In the end, it becomes your object. Clear, students? One more thing I'm going to tell you. Reflexive pronouns can also be used when we want to say something with emphasis. In this case, they are placed after the subject of the sentence. For example, I myself disagree on this issue. This is an example of reflexive pronoun. One more example, the teacher said so herself. Example of reflexive pronoun. Next is our demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns points out the person or object it refers to. This, that, these, and those are demonstrative pronouns. This and that are singular demonstrative pronouns. These and those are plural demonstrative pronouns. This and these refers to person or things nearer the speaker, and that and those refers to persons or things at a distance from the speaker. For example, this is a bat. It means it is near the subject. These are bats means it's near to the subject but in plural form. There are so many bats. That is a kite. It is far away from him or her, but it is singular. Those are birds means in plural form there are so many birds. Those is used for plural, as I have told you. Next is our interrogative pronouns. Interrogative is also known as a question mark. Where we use question mark, it's known as interrogative sentences. Now, interrogative pronouns, the words what, which, who, whom, whose are the interrogative pronouns. They are used to ask a question. For example, what is used for asking about things in journal? Which is used for asking a question about a person or thing. Who, whom, and whose are used for asking questions about persons. For example, what did you say? Whose umbrella is this? Which is your hat? What, which, and whose can also function as adjectives. Like which books are you looking for? Whose life are you living? Interrogative pronouns, just note it down. Interrogative pronouns, what is sometimes used as exclamatory. Like, what a beautiful day. What? You do not know Amitabh Bachchan? It's also an interrogative pronoun sentence and we use what in the sense of exclamatory. Next is our indefinite pronouns. The words somebody, someone, something are called indefinite pronouns. Someone or somebody is used when we talk about a person in general. Like somebody has stolen my bag. Something is used when we talk about the thing in journal. I have something important to share with you. The words anyone, anybody, anything are used for negative sentences and questions, and they are called indefinite pronouns. Do you need anything else? Example, I can't see anybody in the class. Has anyone seen my pencil? In some cases, anyone, anybody, and anything can be used in positive sentences. Like, for example, I can do anything for you. Next is the words no one, nobody, nothing are also indefinite pronouns. No one was absent yesterday. I picked up the phone but nobody answered. Nothing succeeds like success. Clear, students? Up to this, any doubt? Next is a relative pronoun. The words who, whom, whose, which, and that are relative pronouns. They are used so because they refer to an earlier noun. For example, the boy who beat me yesterday is absent today. Here, who is used for the boy who was absent on that day. Monica, whose book you had borrowed, has come to take it. Monica, and whose is used for the girl, Monica. This is the house that Jack built. Now we're talking about house, and that is used as the relative pronoun of house. Now students, here, if you were in doubt, please ask me and I'll clear it to you. And one more thing I'm going to tell you, just note it down. Who and whom are used for human beings. Whose is used both for human beings and non-human nouns, while which and that are used for non-human or inanimate objects. Who replaces a subject, whom replaces an object, and whose functions as possessive, which can replace both a subject and an object. Thank you.